All right, fifth grade. We're starting on chapter 11, lesson 13, convert metric units of capacity. The essential question is, how can I use measurement conversions to solve real-world problems? In the metric system, the common units of capacity are liter and milliliter. So good news, we only have to deal with two things this time, and really literally we have to deal with one number, which is 1,000. As you can see down here, this is going to be an extremely easy assignment. Dripping faucet wastes about 90 liters of water every week. How many milliliters is this? Hopefully you'll realize that a liter is bigger than a milliliter. So anytime you know the liters, that's the big, and the milliliters is the small. Pretty simple. Convert 90 liters to milliliters, so we know the liters. So we have to multiply 90 times 1,000 as they've done there. So 90 liters is 90,000 milliliters. So this dripping faucet wastes, that's a lot of, I guess it's milliliters or whatever, but 90,000 milliliters. It's every week. Still, 1,000 or 90 liters is still quite a bit. All right, anyway. Let's just go ahead and skip on over to independent practice and do some examples here because this is going to be fairly easy for you. If you notice here, on every one of these, you have to find out the milliliters. And except for this side, you're going to have to do the opposite. You got to find the liters. Okay. So what I would do is look through and say, okay, liters is big, 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 and milliliter is small. So that I know I need to multiply by 1,000 here. Here you have a small and a big. So I'm going to say small, big, small, big, small, big. All right. And we're going to divide. So each of these you got to divide by 1,000. Pretty simple. All right. So 70 times 1,000. Again, what's 1 times 7 is 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 70,000 milliliters. Divide. So we're going to take 100 and we're going to divide it by 1,000. Okay, so 10 milliliters. And this is going to tell us how much of a liter that is. So again, we're going to start where the decimals are usually right there. There's 3 zeros, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. You have a 0 in there, so it's going to be 0.1. Or, sorry, 100th. Or that could be 10,000ths. Again, times 1,000. Start with your decimal point right there. We're going to go over this way 3. So 1, 2, 3. Put zeros in place of that. So you have 1,200 milliliters. Let's go ahead and knock these out. 4 times 1,000 equals, easy enough, 4,000. This one right here times 1,000. Well, you know it's going to be 6,000 because I hope you see that 6 times 1,000 is going to be 6,000. So it's easy to say 6,2, so you're going to have 6,210 on that. Or you could say this, and you can move it over 1, 2, 3 to get the 0, and then put your comma there. That's how we get that. Divide this by 1,000. Again, there's 3 zeros, so we're going to start here and go 1, 2, so the decimal is going to go there at 3.5. Divide this 230 by 1,000. So again, we're going to start there. How many zeros are there in 1,000? There's 3. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So your answer is going to be 0.230 or 2,300. Again, 5,000 divided by 1,000. Easy. That's a 5. Okay. Again, you can do either way you want. You can times this by 1,000, which is typically easier. So you know that's 2,000. So you can see, oh yeah, that's greater than. This one, I would times it by 1,000 because all you got to do is you got to move the decimal point over 3 spots. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 390. Well, guess what? They're equal.
Riches, for sure.
All right, so we have 82 again, times this by 1,000 to get this. So we're going to go start here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 82,000 milliliters. So obviously you can see that one's bigger. Down here at the bottom, times 1,000. Again, start here. 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. We have 8,340. You can see that's bigger. Right here, times that by 1,000. So you're going to take, remember, because we're going from a big to a small, that's why I'm timesing by 1,000 if you're wondering. So we're going to start with that, and we're going to move it over 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3, so 340. So 430 is way bigger than that. And then we have 87, so 87, sorry, this one, because liters is bigger, times 1,000, go to the bigger one, times 1,000, because we're going to go to the small. So we're going to move this. We got to convert it, so we're going to times it by 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3, so you get 87, which is equal. Okay. Fairly simple assignment this time. Just got to remember. Sorry, that cough. I promise it's not coronavirus. You just got to remember big to a small, you multiply. Small to a big, oops, you divide. I did that wrong. You're going to divide. All right. And really, it's just 1,000, depending on what you do. If you divide or multiply, it's by 1,000. And just remember, you have to move the decimal over. Because see, right here, you'd start at 120. And we have 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's how they get the 0.12, because they moved it. When you divide, remember, you go that way. When you multiply, you go that way with the decimal point. Okay. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions, have your parents text me, and I'll help you out. Thanks.